Okay, Superbru round 4 predictions. Let's jump into it. First game up is on Wednesday. It's Uruguay versus Namibia. So Uruguay, haven't got a win yet, but they've shown glimpses that there is potential there in their team. Namibia, they've just been shipping heavy defeat after heavy defeat. Having played the top 3 in the pool already, and I got to go for Uruguay in this one. I don't see how you make a case for Namibia winning that one, honestly, and I think it's going to be one where it's going to be high 90% of people predicting them. So yeah, my prediction there is Uruguay to win. Next one then is Thursday game. This is Japan versus Samoa in Group D. So potentially, well, this is an eliminator, right? Whoever loses this is out, because you don't lose 2 pool games and progress to the quarterfinals. So it's a lot on the line for both teams. Samoa, I would say, are looking in the better form, although they didn't really perform as well as they should have against Argentina. Honestly, Japan, basically both of them beat Chile so far. That's the only team they've beaten. Japan lost to England and Samoa lost to Argentina. So, it's hard to compare them, but I've got to go on this one, therefore, with my heart. And my wife is Japanese. I've lived in Japan previously for a long time, taught like kids over there about rugby and stuff like that. So, I got to go with Japan on this one, even though I think that they are a shadow of their former team. I'm going for Japan on this one, but again, it's maybe heart over head. And if other people are saying you're stupid, you need to predict Samoa, you're probably right, honestly. Okay, on to the next one then. So Friday game. This is a pool A clash. So it's New Zealand versus Italy. New Zealand had that loss against France, come back, big win against Namibia. Italy, they've had 2 wins so far, but they've been against Namibia and then Uruguay. Uruguay made them work for their win as well. And, technically, these 2 drew in the last Rugby World Cup, but that was because a typhoon cancelled their game. So I don't think you're going to see any typhoons helping Italy out this time. But, I think Italy are going to give them maybe more of a game than most people think, but they're not, they still haven't reached that level, I think, to honestly trouble New Zealand in terms of winning the game, but they might make it difficult for them. So because of that, I've got to predict New Zealand to win this. And again, most people will predict them, but I'm from Europe, so I'd love to see Italy doing well and actually pulling off a victory in this one. I just don't see it coming. So prediction is New Zealand. Okay, on to the next one then. We have Argentina versus Chile. So South American clash here. Sorry. Argentina looked abject against England. They pulled out a performance then against Samoa, and I've talked about them going good performance, bad performance, good performance, bad performance for much of the year and even last year too. So therefore, Chile should win this one, right? So Chile, they've lost all 3 so far, but they didn't score against England, but that was the only game where they didn't kind of show something at least. But I think in this one, they'll show something against Argentina. They'll probably get a couple of tries, but Argentina, I'm predicting for them to win, even though my own system says that they should lose this one. I'm going to predict Argentina to win. And then when we come to review this next week, I'm going to be kicking myself maybe because I didn't predict Chile, but Argentina to win. Okay, next one then is Fiji versus Georgia. So Fiji and Wales have absolutely screwed me over this entire Rugby World Cup. I back Fiji to win, they lose. I back against them to win, and I back for them to lose and then they win. And the same with Wales. So this one, Fiji, they lost against Wales. They beat Australia. Georgia, They lost. Who did they lost to Australia first, right? Then they drew against Portugal. But I think Fiji are going to have too much in this one, and I'm hoping that Fiji are going to be the other team to come out of this pool along with Wales. So I'm backing Fiji to win. I'd love to see them in the quarterfinal. So Fiji to win. Then on to the next one, we have Scotland versus Portugal, or Romania. Sorry, I was looking at the next one down. Scotland versus Romania. So Scotland, they lost that one against South Africa, didn't really lay a glove on them. And then they beat Tonga and they played really well in that game. Romania, 2 heavy defeats against first Ireland and then South Africa. So Scotland to win this one, to win it well, they're going to get that bonus point they need. But maybe Romania will do kind of similar to, that they did against Ireland, and maybe get a try or two in the game, but Scotland to win. Okay, then the last 2 predictions, Australia versus Portugal. So Australia, they're out. They've only got that 1 win against Georgia at the start. Then losses against Fiji and Wales. Portugal, they lost first up. Who did they lose against? I'm trying to think. Was it Wales? Yeah, it was Wales, right? Then they got, it was against Wales. They actually played really well in that one. And then they got to draw against Georgia. So they've 2 really good performances back to back. And I should absolutely back them to win. But I'm stupid and I'm not going to do that. I'm going to back Australia to win because I want Australia to go out on the high. But even though I'd love to see Portugal win the game, so I should be backing Portugal. But I've already made my choice, so I'm going with Australia. Okay, so last prediction then of the week. Been some tough ones as well for this round, but this one shouldn't be tough. South Africa versus Tonga. So South Africa started with that win against Scotland. That was an immense performance. Then, second team destroyed Romania. Another immense performance against Ireland, but a defeat. Tonga, they lost against Ireland, then they lost against Scotland, and it's going to be another loss, I think, for them, a 3rd loss here. South Africa to win this one. Okay, so that's my predictions. Let me know what you think about them. Let me know what your predictions are as well. And, we'll have a laugh next week again when I get more of them wrong.